Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Or should I be welcoming myself back here, because I've not been here in months. It's, I think 8 months, 6, 7, 8 months. We're gonna remedy that. We're different people now. We're better people. At least we're trying, and I want to do my very best to be a bit more consistent and not such a slacker. So today I decided that I wanted to do this makeup look. I wanted to do something really different and really fun. That's something that I generally do on this channel, just as a reintroduction to myself and to you guys, like, you know, for us to get to know each other again. It's a lot, but you know what, I am not mad at her. She's looking really cute, she's looking real snatched, and I hope you guys enjoy this look, and I hope you guys stick around for more videos until the next one. Okay, let's just get into this tutorial. So today I wanted to do something very over the top. Well, at least over the top for me. I'm gonna start off with the MAC Oil Control Lotion. Okay, MAC Oil Control Lotion. I hope you guys can see that. And that's nail polish, just by the way. It's spilled in my bag. And I'm not gonna use a lot. Just using like a tiny bit like that. And I'm just gonna put this all over. And I use this basically as my primer. Then I am going to set that with my MAC. Actually, before I do the powder, I wanted to just add this primer as well. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm gonna try to use like a tiny bit of this. I don't want to use a lot. I'm always trying to find ways to help me with the longevity of my makeup, because I have very oily skin, so it doesn't always work out for me. So I'm just to put this where I have the most pores, which is just like right around here. Okay, and then I am going to the noises today. The noises, it's like they knew I was filming, and everybody decided they're gonna rev their cars, everybody decided they're gonna fly their planes over my fucking house. The noises, fucking ridiculous. Fucking shit. Anyways, I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna use my sponge. I'm gonna use my sponge just to set everything in place. I'm so annoyed. I am so annoyed. It's like people in their noisiest cars are making so much noise. It's like they knew I was filming, and they were just like, yes, and they want to fuck up her video with all our fucking noises. Motherfuckers. I'm sorry you guys were cussing, but motherfuckers. Anyways, that's done. I'm going to do foundation now. For foundation, there goes the planes again. Foundation, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation, and I'm not going to use a lot. I'm just literally one pump, that much. Hope you guys can see that. And I am going to just basically place her everywhere, all over my face. Actually, for my nose, I think I'll use a brush. I don't use a lot of this foundation because it is just slightly darker than my actual skin tone. I don't know if you guys can see, but it doesn't actually translate as well on camera, but my chest is obviously lighter than my face. Take my Fenty Beauty matchstick in espresso, and so my chin area is darker than my than the rest of my face, right? So I found that if I go in with something darker first to cover up some of the blemishes on my chin and then go over it with something light, it looks pretty good. So I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with my MAC Studio Fix concealer, and I'm just gonna go over those places where I placed that Fenty Beauty. I am going to move on to concealing, and I am going to take my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in shade 50, and I'm going to pop that under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead. I'm going to be doing accents throughout this entire video, so please don't mind. Just gonna blend that out. Let me add more highlight under the eyes. I'm gonna take my MAC Studio Fix concealing palette, go into sort of the yellow corrector. Oh god, the lighting is horrible, but I'm gonna take this yellow corrector here, just a tiny little bit of the yellow corrector, and I'm just gonna lighten the under eye. I'm just trying not to use too much product though. As much as we're going for drama, it's still nice to look human as opposed to look like something that's not human. I'm not mad at it. She's cute. Okay, I'm gonna go back into my Fenty Beauty matchstick, and I am gonna plonk her right on there. So I actually didn't even use any products on my forehead, but it's fine. And I'm just gonna take some on the brush as well, just to help me with blending. Somebody just walked in. But yeah, in any case, that's done. Contouring, highlighting is done. So now I'm gonna add, and then I'm gonna start off with my blusher. I'm gonna use this NYX blush in Pinched NYX. So I'm just gonna pop her right on the apples of my cheeks. So I do blush and highlighting before I do powder now. Oh, this looks so pretty. Ooh, bitch, this is looking so pretty. In any case, and then I am going to highlight, and I'm gonna take two highlighters. This one is by MAC. It's the Extra Dimension Skin Finish, but it is broken, so I can't actually show it to you guys properly. And I'm gonna take this one. This is by Wow Cosmetics. I got this from Discam, and it was like dirt cheap, so I was like, hey, why not? And I am going to just spritz my brush with some water, because I just want the blush to, I want the highlighter to really pop, and I want to pick up as much product as I can. Just mixing the two. And then on my nose as well. Have you guys, I watch makeup tutorials like we all do, and I see people who do this with their, who highlight like this. I find this to be very disturbing. I'm sorry if you do this like all tea, all shade, but they do this and they put it right here, right, like right there, like that, and like that, and it looks like you've got snot running down your nose. Why on earth would you want to look like that, guys? All tea, all shade, all tea, all shade. Like, I was surprised when I see them. I'm like, why would you want that to be like that? Why would you want to? I understand, guys, you know, it's not all the time. I get wanting to make your cupid's bow pop, like shit is cute, but like a runny nose, that's the look. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay, I'm satisfied with how that looks at the moment. I am gonna now add some powder and make sure that there's no creasing and stuff. And then I'm gonna pop a little bit of her right under here. Okay, I am going to be, oh, hold on. I am going to be baking, but I'm not going to be using like a shit ton of powder, you guys. You guys know how I feel about that. I do have very wrinkly under eye area, so I'm going to go back into my translucent powder, the MAC one, and I'm just going to reinforce with that. I find if I mix these two under here, it helps with not creasing. This makeup is looking so pretty today. Like, I think I was having an ugly day yesterday. Being movies all as being movie. Yes, you know those days when you just like put your makeup on and you're just like, I'm still ugly, and you don't understand me together. That was me yesterday. I was like, how am I still ugly? How? Now I'm gonna go into the fun part, the eyes, and for that I'm gonna start off with my Black Opal Duo eyeshadow right here, and I'm gonna take this reddish brown color, and I'm gonna start off with her on a fluffy blending brush. But before I actually do that, I'm gonna go back into that MAC palette and I'm going to try and make sure that my eyeshadows pop and they last, and I'm using that yellow concealing corrector. So I'm just gonna take my eyeshadow and just start working that onto my crease. All right, so I apologize for the lighting change if there is. I had to stop because there was like a shit ton of noise and I didn't want to disturb, like I didn't want to have funky sound. So apologies for that, for the lighting change. I've done my one eye and I've already done my brows as well. So I'm just gonna carry on with this eye to show you guys how I did that. Hold on. Okay, so I've already done my transition color, which was the Black Opal, this reddish brown color here, and now I'm going to go into the Tartelette Tarte in Bloom palette, and I'm going to go into Leader and Activist, which is these two colors here, Leader and Activist, and I'm going to mix them together just to give me that definition in the crease area. And I'm just gonna pop those right on my crease. Hope you guys can see that. And just keep building until you're satisfied with the definition. And it doesn't have to be like super perfect or anything like that. I'm going to go back into with the brush that I used for my transition color, and I'm going to use it to help me blend everything out. Go back to that transition color and just blend the edges. I'm satisfied with how this is looking. And then I am for, oh no, I'm lying. Lies. Then I'm going to take Activist and mix it with Smokehouse. So this is Activist, I'm going to mix it with Smokehouse, and Smokehouse is like sort of gray black, it's like a dark brown, and I am going to pop those on the outer corner of my eye, Just smoking that outer corner out. And then I'm going to go back with that same brush used and my transition color, and I am going to blend that outer corner out as well. And for my lid color, I'm going to be taking Fenty Beauty's what is this, Trophy Wife from Fenty Beauty, and I am going to take this on a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to wet my brush before I use it. I'm not going to do like a super perfect cut crease or anything like that. It's just I am going to be cutting the crease, but it's not like going to be super like clean and perfect. It's just so you see that difference, but it's not anything like super precise or anything like that. Like so. I hope you guys can see. And now I'm gonna go back with my, let's go with this small brush, and I'm gonna dip into Activist just to help me define that crease color some more, just so you can pop, that dark color can pop against that green. That's that for the eyeshadow. I am now going to attempt to do my wing liner on camera, and I honestly don't want to. I really don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it, and I have to try to make them look the same. Oh my god. See. Okay, it's not bad. It's not a clean smash. Okay, so I didn't completely fuck up this wing liner. Almost did, but I didn't. So take my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC45, and I am going to use this just to help me with setting everything, and also adds as an extra highlight under the eyes. So those of you who like to be a little brighter under there. Okay, so eyelashes are done. I am now going to just bronze up the rest of my face, and I'm going to be using my MAC NC4050 Studio Fix powder, and I'm just taking this big old brush just to help cover a bit more area, and just to kind of give that bronzed effect. I am going to go back into my blusher, and because I feel like I've lost it somewhat, and I'm just going to add a bit more of that. Okay, so that's it for the lash line. I'm going to now add some mascara. I'm just gonna use that to blend my lashes with the real ones, or my falsies with my real lashes. Okay, so now I'm just gonna set everything before I add more highlighter. I'm gonna be using my Mod spray, setting spray. Oh, the light. In any case, and I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Sport Extra Hold Setting Spray. This smells horrible, just FYI. Okay, and then I am going to just I'm going to be extra actually, and I'm going to take the Killawatt highlighter, and I'm going to take the tiniest bit of it. Like, she's so pigmented, so you don't want to do too much with her. Ooh. She's super pigmented.